Welcome everybody to part 3 of the Banner Saga. I cannot get enough of this game. I cannot stress that enough. I mean, the views are not there, but this game, I enjoy it that much. There's no reason to sit around and enjoy this good music and this lovely animation. We're going to jump right into the continuation that we have going here. So as you can see, we have stopped a nice little village here. I don't think anyone's injured. I believe we've rested enough. Yes, we have. We do have some items that we can throw on though, which is awesome. So I think the Bjorken rune definitely belongs with Rook, but I need to promote these people, and they're not able for promotion yet, which sucks. Oh, she is. Alette, one of my best ones. So we're gonna throw in. You can see how many kills she has, and basically get a little bit of biography of what she has there. So renown is basically what you're used up in the top corner here to promote your characters, and promoting them obviously allows them to have more access to here. So if I choose promote, it's going to tell you, build higher stats, increase your item rank, and it's going to cost 5 renown. So we're going to do that because why wouldn't you? And so then you get points, and I am going to throw those into, if you click on the question mark, it's going to explain to you which each of these are. So exertion is the amount of willpower you can use. Willpower is what you have: your strength, your armor, your ability, and your break. So we're going to add some points here, and this is to her basic attack. Not her basic attack. Her special attack that uses willpower. So as you can see, each rank goes up and explains to you what it is. So we could add those 2 points there, and no, we can't. That must be in with her promotional rank. But the other things we can add, so we can add in if you want more armor, more health, more willpower, or the ability to use more willpower. So I'm going to go with using more willpower, because I think that will work. And we can promote her twice, but we won't do that. Move on back. So she's level 2, 15% dodge. As much as I want to give that to Rook, sometimes, yeah. Oh, she's already got that item. Damn it. And he can't be promoted. She can't. He can't. She can be promoted twice. Aye. Might as well do that. Yes. 10 renown. So there you can see it moved up. We're obviously going to take care of that, which, as you can see, break is the amount of direct damage that you will naturally do to an enemy's armor. So we want that to be maxed, and it doesn't hurt. I would assume to throw some more health my way. So there, we're happy with that. Alette is rank 3 Eagle Eye. She is using Alette's bracelet. Adds 1 armor, 1 strength, and 1 willpower. So we're going to escape, and we're going to continue on with this awesome game. So we've already, we can look at the map. Let's head on over to the market, see what we got. So we have an obsidian bell, dark stony bell. It's deep sound, you can barely hear it all, but obviously in green it does allow you to in quite a bit. That is quite a high level item there. 25 renown. I don't know if I want to go with that. Padded undercoat, simple. Level 1. A leather flask. You get +1 power. Another one, armor on rest, and +1 armor break. That would probably be really good to have. So we're gonna buy that. And that's all. That's all we need. Go back to our heroes. We're going to equip the narwhal horn. And I think I want to put that on. I think we'll put that on Ivor. There we go. So we got that done. I think we're ready to continue on. Finally, let's get to some combat, some story. You know, great stuff. And we continue on. Just only get out the village, jeez. And we've run into Hogan. Not Hulk Hogan. Hogan and Mogan. Awesome. So Rook is going to confront the two brothers, Hogan and Mogan. And the town leader is with us as well. They seem to be two Varls. But it appears that they're heading the opposite way there. We might need to explain something to them. We both know what will happen to the rest of the fields if they abandon. No one leaves. Basically, there won't be anything to tend to. Dredge my ass. Well. I can't. I'm not gonna. Yeah. I think my mouse just died. Been having some problems with it lately, but I don't think it died. Just a connection. Obviously, it is a wireless Razer Epic Naga, if you can see that. Generally use it more for my MMOs because it's got 12 side buttons that I use for my action bar and such. So, the clansmen haul the two brothers roughly back in the village before you leave. A generous selection of fruits and other foods are sent to the caravan. So we appreciate that. 50 supplies, some more renown. Awesome. Again, I apologize for my voice. I am coming down with what would appear to be a little bit of a head cold, a sore throat. I think it's just the start of probably something much, much worse up here in Canada, specifically Ontario. We're getting a big fluctuation of warm days and cold days. It's late in March, but so that happens generally to me. So Odlef, speaking with Alette, seems to me the two archers are going to be great. Seems to hope that we would sew up the banner with everything that's happened. So I guess the banner is set in a way of explaining the story of the clan that goes on. Yeah. Rook is Alette's father now. I guess always has been, but because the chieftain of the last village passed away, that's the way things are going. She's a young archer, but she's great at her job. She wants to know a little more about her mother. Oh, jeez. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Well, good to know that things are going well for the family here. So, as I was explaining before, you can rest. No need to rest because we don't have anyone injured. No reason to waste a day of supplies. But we will talk with Odd here. Well, That's just peeing. So her husband was the one that was the head of the previous village we were just in. He was killed. So, you know, now she's a widow, I would guess. They're all stuck with this banner situation. Well, it is your banner. I would think you should carry it. I think they would follow you. So essentially some real life steps up right here. She doesn't think that anyone will listen to a woman. Women have no power apparently in this game. But let's be realistic. They're equal to you and me. And that's the way it should always be. Well, we're going to go with the sweetest thing you've heard, Odd. How about that? So the banner, essentially just extends to what your family has been doing and up to, essentially, and carry that on. No need to train. There's no market here, so we will leave. And we continue on the march. Day 9. We hit a small split in the trail. A few fighters stop and speak with us. They're each carrying a single pack, and they recognize the place. So, they spent several years with some kin. If they're still around, we can warn them. With luck, we'll find you again in less than a week. So, we can wish them well. We can set them off with a few extra supplies. We only got 19 ourselves. I don't want to force anyone to come with us. I don't want to give them supplies, so I think we'll just wish them well. They need to do what they need to do. So, they're on their way. No supplies lost. Lost 8 fighters there, but it's not that big. So we have a problem with this drinker again. He's stumbling over some tent ropes and he's snagged the canvas. He's leading to be a problem. This is the second time this has happened. We may need to put him onto a water diet from now on. So hopefully he doesn't become a problem. 3 strikes are out. But as you can see, we are close to Frostflower. But of course we have Dredge. Seems to oh, it's the drunk man again. Awesome. What do we want to do? Do we want to banish this man? We need to ready ourselves. Just in case this drunko is correct.
Once a strong, thriving city, the walls of Frostvellir now just keep the howling winds at bay. With luck, they'll hold out against Dredge as well.
Morale is running low. That drunko did not do what I expected. We jostle through the fallow crowds of sunken faces who appear as though they've been freezing in front of Frostflower for days. As you can see, all these people, this isn't just part of our clients here. They're all outside the gates. We're gonna find out why, obviously. Obviously, I'd just talk to a few people, and no one's being led into the city. It's overrun by the Varl. Awesome. And the Dredge are apparently everywhere. well, we have to get in there. So we're getting in the walls somehow. Want to know more about what's going on? I could do that. Let's lay low for now, see what happens. I want to know what's going on. I was going to break it. I was just going to, push it really hard. So, morale is really low. So we're going to rest and get our morale back up to normal. We seem to get the same crap that they just closed the gates. The rest house is obviously overflowing with refugees. I think we can tend to the wounded, help them out. We're better off than they are. Look at the Varl thinking. Next time they send a cape. So what do we want to do? We'll wait and confront them. No reason to really start spilling some blood if we don't need to. So, we're going to stop the cart as it dropped by. So Ecal is in charge. We're going to follow them up to the gates where they open the door for us. So we didn't have to break it. That guy looks unruly. Would it kill you to use a comb on that beard, perhaps? God. So again, he closes the doors. The chieftain is hiding out in the Great Hall. So essentially, the village here's the dredge are coming this way, so they locked it up. And 3 clans of Varl are all fighting over the short supply of food and supplies. We'll join them for now. We can use the numbers. Excuse me while I grab a drink. Chapter 3. Excuse me. Looks like we're jumping back to our West Coast friends over here. Back with Moger and Hacken. They are much better off with their clan and supplies, obviously. But they're not dealing with a big problem as they are over there. It seems to be the dredge is being the big issue on that far side. But we lost Wagner on this side. Now, left with a decision here. I don't think, regardless of it. But you know what, Luden, he's up to make his own decisions. I don't think the dredge would, who would like to have their bodies strewn about the mountainside, but let's just tell them to be cautious and set off. So we're obviously going to check on our heroes first. They seem to be all well. So there's our Warhawk, our Warden, War Master, Shield Master. Let's promote these gentlemen. Damn right I do. So, got a point for that. 1 point for that. Good job. Man, he is squishy, but we're gonna promote you as well. And yeah, use that. A man like you, Alec, you can always use some more health. Well done, sir. So, and we gotta make sure that we put Mulger first. And then I'd probably prefer to have Eric. Yes, I like that. Okay. So we can speak up. Speak with a few people we got here. Hacken. I like to ask, how you're doing with Wagner's Nest, but he already knows the answer. Seems to be on both sides of the story so far, as they're dealing with losses, one of Wagner and the other side the chieftain, and they're running very low on morale on both sides, I would think. You think we're walking into a death trap? Should be okay. Typical Varl. They all hate each other. But, if they're all there for one purpose, right? We're here to kill Dredge, right? So, yeah, they're not happy to fight for anybody other than Wagner, but they don't have a choice. Luden's pet Varl, Bercy. Yeah, he's another big Varl that he's good to use. And his girl in red is scary too. Probably the best fighter Luden's got. I believe she's another archer. Flaming arrows. Yeah. I don't think the Varl like fire very much. Of course, as I say, let's get right into fighting and everything. Of course, this has all been pretty much story driven, not really showing too much on the battlefield, but it's still good. It's still good to watch. It's still good to interact and get a background of the stories that were happening here. Alright. So we got one more spirit person to speak with. Hold there, I believe. Ubin. Got his name. Hold a quill. You're damn right. You're an old man. Old Varl. And as you can see, that the banner continuates with what they're doing as well. They're more of a family, and on the other side, writing what happens on the banner for the family, and he's writing down what happens essentially on the banner for um, what's going on, essentially. You know, he has that journal and long banner. You know, they essentially just write, you know, the story of what's going on, what's happened. So, do you know how old I am? Oh God, judging by the wrinkles in that face, who knows? And of course, the sun hasn't gone down. You know, God knows what the point of that is. Could all work on our suntans a little bit. You know, gym tan laundry. Alright, let's head on out. We're going to leave. Let's head on over to the next village. Maybe kill some dredge. Off from Weatherfell. Seems to be that little village right there. More dredge. No more than a dozen. It's a lot of goddamn dredge. Oh. I think I'm going to agree. Yeah, we'll be here forever if we just keep taking out all these goddamn dredge. Haken! You hear Luden's hard-booted trot as you set up camp for the first day and brace your spell. Of course he wants to speak. Let's get through to this. Luden thinks he can wield that spear of his quite well. Well, you haven't proven that to me yet. Oh, I need to care for this person. Cocky son of a bitch that Luden is, but we rest. So, you know, we're still in the tutorial stages a little bit here. It's explaining everything on exertion. We have some characters with high exertion. Do not overlook that, because it allows you obviously to use a lot of willpower for a particular character. So we're going to speak with that girl in red who has the flaming fire arrows. You're so right. Just a little surprised that we're here to talk with her. No, Luden's my bodyguard. Luck, you don't talk much. Nope, you're all business. About those flaming arrows. Yeah, as I said earlier, if our home fire don't get along at all. Oh well. This has been fun. Cheerio. A witch. Everyone's afraid. And we'll, I believe this is Bercy, Luden's personal Varro bodyguard here. We'll speak with him. He's reading. Shocking. Yeah, what are you doing working for him? Can we trust you? What a loaded question. game with you by fighting. Alright. So we need to keep Luden alive. Still unsure of whether that's... how's morale? Great morale. Supply is good. No market here, so we can leave. No reason to stick around. Man, I want to get at least one fight in on this, something. Alright, we overhear a conversation while marching alongside the warriors. Happy to stomp some slags as much as the next row, but didn't join up to take orders from Hacken. So again, they're still not happy with Wagner dead. We're gonna make our presence known. Not sure Wagner would have been happy to hear that. You growl loudly. So we can hear that their friends are laughing at them. So it was funny. Small gathering of tents come into view. Group of merchants. Let's see if they have anything to trade. Not much, he replies. Anything of value we left at the Godstone. Could part with some supplies. You know what? We have enough. You can keep them. Onward. Day 16. Morale, still good. Renown, good. Camp. Everything. Oh, we've slowed unexpectedly. Dredge know we're coming. They probably saw us back in town. The Dredge watch you. Wait and see what you'll do. Alright. War. When you come across more enemies than your party can handle, you'll engage in war. Giving your armies orders to fit the situation, but be prepared to get your hands dirty too. By making battle easier for yourself, you'll end up with a higher casualty. No. By making battle easier for yourself, you'll end up with higher casualties. Or you can take burden on yourself with a harder battle, but save more lives. If you're ever desperately outnumbered, it may be best to avoid the battle completely. So, we have a dredge line. They're ready to fight us. Quick head count. There's got to be at least 479 of them, and we have 185 fighters and 466 Varro. Well, that's formation. Start comparing. Let's go. Let's charge on into this one, folks. This looks good. Ogre Shield Master. I'd like to have Hack and Act class there. Looks good to me. Finally a battle. What may be a good battle. Yes. If it loads today. Would be nice. There we go. So, with the proper formation picked, it looks like we have them surrounded. We are going to pick a proper way to approach this. I want my Shield Master to take on this bum right here. So, put you over here. Take these two. I'm unsure of where you were going to go there, so... But I think we are ready to fight here. It's so hard to gauge who's going to do what. Bring the pain, break damage to target, +1 to return the favor. I think we're just going to start pounding them for the armor. There we go. Separate them up a little bit. It's going to go good. You know, most of them can defend themselves properly as well, and see, as you can see, he's getting away from me pretty quick. So he realizes that he's in for a shit show. But you are too, bud. Nice! Well played. Well played! So you're gonna have to move, I'm very afraid of having this big guy get near my little ones, obviously. Hopefully that's enough to take him out. Perfect. I know he cannot take much, so maybe I will. Be very careful. Impale. Oh, that's as far as I can go. Still have to approach this the right way. You know, they can sundering impact. Well played. So if we can keep him busy, this might be pretty quick. Let's see, what do we got? Do for 5. No, we are just gonna make his life miserable. Make all their lives miserable. You know, you gotta appreciate too how it tells you how much damage you're gonna do to them too. Mark this unfortunate guy, and he will be hit. Or mark him. Or come around there. I think we're gonna mark him. No! Jesus. Sweet mother of pearls. Get the heck out of there. As much as I'd like to deliver the killing blow to you, I really don't want to lose anybody. Ooh, that would have been good to check, but that's okay. Attack him for 9. 11. Can I get anyone to move on him quickly enough? I don't think so. Do not think so. So we could move. Make life difficult for you. Well, that wasn't how I wanted that to go, but that's okay. Can't win them all, right? And you know, like I said, it's not permanent death or anything like that. He's just injured. Wow. Yeah, take him out. There we go. That, sir, is not very nice. Oh, what's this? It's not your turn. That is your turn. So we're gonna get her to move on and hopefully be able to kill you. Ugh, such a pain in the butt. Out of range of everything. Oh well. Oh, that worked out nicely. That is awesome. Nicely done. Oh, why didn't I do something more with that? Kill him. And now it doesn't matter. Because you're dead. Whoa! No! Oh, get a little clicky happy here. There we go. Is there anywhere he can go to attack? Indeed there is. Awesome that he can attack diagonally. Finish the job, sir. Well done, Loon. Now we could take this opportunity to pull back and leave combat immediately. But we are going to kill a few more because we're only down one person. Alright. If I can get a couple of them close enough. We're gonna make you earn that, bud. Yeah, sometimes you rethink your strategies here a couple times. You know, deciding what was that the proper way to go about it. Yeah, he's got. So we can impale. That will knock them back. He's not in the proper. We can attack them for 2. Let's make that 4. I want to keep him alive just in case I need to do something here. So, no, they can go after my my little guys here all day. You are the one I want. No, you're not close enough. But, you know, we can take a couple. I knew you were gonna chase me. Silly nanny. Starting to rethink this. But we're all right. Well, might as well take you out. We're doing all right here. What's your health like? I make life difficult here. Give them very little options, you know. If you want to sit there and take him out all day, go ahead. But I'm gonna make your life a living hell. Not as I intended. Oh, and you want to come to attack me? Well, you know what you gotta do. You gotta come through that. Alright. This is not looking as good as I planned on. Shall I, he's dead. Oh, what's he got left? 6. He's at full health. I can't walk through there because he's gonna. God damn it. Poke him with the stick. Five, 6. Yeah, you're gonna get tailed here. But we can take out the big man here. You and me, buddy. Let's go. Getting right into it. You know, you do have full health there, but I want you to not be able to come to me. You're going to rest. And that worked out awesome. tough fight, but well played. I'll take the victory. Got ourselves an item. Lost a few fighters. But we racked up the kills there. Yeah, when it gives you... A lot of people were injured, unfortunately. I probably shouldn't have stayed for that. I should have ran. Day 17. Nothing in sight. Maybe we will stop for a camp. Oh, there we go. We got a small, little small camp in there. Lun's been sending scouts ahead, quicker and more nimble than our Varl. One rushes back and says, there's Dredge. About a day away. We're gonna need to get closer before we see what we can do. Set up slow march, because we do have a lot of injured. But what we are going to do here, folks, we're going to call this one. It's been a long video. Appreciate you sticking around with me. We will keep this one going. Because like I said, I can't get enough of this game. It's great. So as always, please like, please subscribe, please leave comments. And as always, you stay classy. Thanks again.